Ever wondered if those viral AI videos are actually being honest and truthful with you? You know, the ones that claim, hey, this prompt made my company 6 figures, or we built this high converting website in minutes just with AI. Rather than selling you a lie or an empty promise that AI will be your employee of the month, we're going to share real ways that you can lean on AI to help you with technical tasks. You know, the ones that you'd usually bug your web dev, hire a freelancer, or spend hours watching YouTube videos learning how to do. Well, we've got you covered. Hey there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, and we help companies like yours get set up and automated using industry-leading portals, apps, and integrations. Now, there are millions of videos out there claiming that you can make millions from AI. That's where this video differs. We're going to show you how you can actually use AI in your day-to-day and how it can help you get tasks, specifically technical tasks, done much faster. But which AI model should you use? Well, there's no shortage of AI models that can assist you in completing these advanced technical tasks. While some models do excel in specific areas, you can't really go wrong picking any one of the options out there, as most perform reliably across a wide range of tasks. But let's look at using AI in your day-to-day. Let's start with something almost everyone uses: formulas. Whether you're working in Google Sheets, Excel, Notion, Airtable, whatever the platform, formulas can be frustrating and even intimidating. Sometimes we stare at a simple formula like a zombie on a Monday morning or a Friday afternoon, knowing that we should be able to fix this quickly, but we just can't crack it. The good news? AI can help. So AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and DeepSeek can generate formulas for us, troubleshoot errors within those formulas, and even suggest ways that we can improve our formulas. For example, you're running a business and managing client invoices in Google Sheets. You manually track due dates and payment status here. But as your client base is growing, this is becoming messy and chaotic, and you don't have the time. So in this example sheet, we have the invoice number, the date, the payment terms, like 30 days after invoice date or 60 days after pay on this date. And we've also got the due date, which is being manually attributed. The payment received, that'll be either yes or no. And the status, this will also need to be automated, which will show paid, overdue, pending, or whatever. Now, instead of manually calculating due dates and checking which invoices are overdue, you would create a formula in your spreadsheet to do the work for you. But if you don't know how, or you are simply struggling to focus or don't have the time, we can ask ChatGPT. Now, we can actually export our spreadsheet as a CSV file and directly upload it into ChatGPT so that it has a view of our data set, more information. Then we can ask, I need a formula to determine the due date. Of course, we want to mention the columns from the invoice date and payment terms. And I need a formula that checks which invoices are paid, overdue, due soon, then populate column F. So let's see what we get from that prompt. So we've got a simple formula there. We'll just copy that. We can see pasting it in the auto-generated due date. And then if we grab this next one, if E2 is yes, then return paid. Then jumping back into the spreadsheet, we will need to paste it into column F, and you're good to go. Now, be wary because each platform, whether it's Google Sheets, Excel, Notion, Airtable, Monday.com, their formula functions differ. So you'll want to also provide the formula help resources and documentation of that platform with ChatGPT so it can better understand how to help you. You might also have a formula that was previously working or a newly written formula that you expected to work, but it just isn't. Well, give AI a shot and see if it can sort it out for you. If you are someone who is frequently dealing with spreadsheets and formulas, well, then using AI can really assist you in your day-to-day. Now, our next use case in AI is writing simple scripts for us and also troubleshooting those scripts. There are specific models out there that have been trained to do a better job of this than others, and I do find that some do a better job, but most notably, ChatGPT's O3 Mini, Claude 3.5, and DeepSeek's R1 are the best performers. I would say that the Claude 3.5 and DeepSeek R1 do work slightly better than ChatGPT's o3 Mini, but it is new. Now, I would only recommend these if you haven't got the strongest understanding of how to actually code. If you are a coder, then you are likely already aware of GitHub Copilot, Code T5, and Tab 9. These models have been built specifically for those of you who are comfortable with and know how to code. But let's look at the examples of those of you who have little knowledge and are also less inclined to commit to learning how to code. Here in this example, which is actually something I'm currently working on, we've got our content tracker, our videos that we're creating for YouTube, like this right now. And at the end of the process, we automatically generate our YouTube description and tags using the info that we have from our video record in SmartSuite. So I want to create an automated workflow like I had done for the YouTube description. But what I want to do is reverse that automated workflow. And instead, when we have a video idea, we can ask ChatGPT to actually conduct deep research on our video topic and structure a brief and script draft for us automatically, linking that to our SmartSuite record so we can easily access it. So I've created a code here within Pipedream, which actually populates or links the YouTube description and tags, as well as a UTM link that I automatically generate to be created, but we'll talk about that later. So what I could do is just quickly grab this. Now, if you don't have someone on your team who really understands, I'm going to go with Claude 3.5 Sunup because I think it does a better job. What I was saying is if you don't have someone on your team who really understands this, just be careful because you might break some things. So I've given it a code and I'm going to ask it. So I'm asking it, and for some reason being polite, hey Claude, can you please update this code so that it only updates the records field with field ID? Then I'm going to jump in here and I'm actually going to collect that. So what am I looking for again? In the planning and research stage, a brief and scripts automatically generated. I'm going to just quickly select edit so I can check out that field's ID. So I jumped into SmartSuite and actually grabbed the field ID, which is my brief and script ID, which is just a link record field. Hey Claude, can you please update this code so that it only updates the records field with field ID S9 and blah, blah, blah. Then what I'm also going to do is jump into the API documentation, solution API for that specific, our video tracker solution. And we'll notice that we've got here each of our tables in the solution. Ours is the video tracker we're working on. And if we go down, we'll also be able to find, and we can do it here in the side navigation bar, is update a record. So I'm going to share this with Claude as well. Now, the reason that I'm doing this and not actually sharing a link with it is because I'm not paying for Claude. I only actually pay for ChatGPT at the moment. So I've sent that over and it's working. It's magic. Let's see what we get. So it's going to help us modify. Now I've got this bad boy. What you want to do is you want to copy that and save it somewhere else. I actually have a place in Notion that I store my codes as I'm working through them. I don't want to lose them. And we can see, I'll help you simplify the data object to only include that field record, assuming you want to use the short link from dub.co as the URL value. Okay, so we've read, and what it's done is it's actually not understood us. No, I don't. The step before actually generates the link. So have a placeholder. So what it did was it looked through the code that I shared it, and it knew that that old code would generate a URL, a short link for me. So it somehow decided that that was going to be the link that it would populate into our brief and script URL. So I'm just telling you that that's not the case. And we're actually generating in this automated workflow a step before we get to this point. So here we go. It's updated the code and used step.generated_link as a placeholder for the link. So I know that I need to replace that. So I'm just going to copy this bad boy. I'm going to jump back in here. Remember, save this, put it somewhere else. I'm just going to paste that in. And where do we have the steps generated link? Right here, which is our field record IDs we can see. So I'm just going to go to the brief draft step, the results. And so it doesn't actually give us the URL, unfortunately, but not to worry. We can still just copy the Google Doc ID and create a URL ourselves. So we've got so we're going to paste that there. And then before this instance, we're just going to include HTTPS. If we take a look here, waiting, and there we have a success. So if we jump back into Smart Suite, now we will want to be patient. Let's just double check what particular record that was for. 3 tools to generate docs. And we've got, where are we? I think we're going in March. 3 tools to generate docs. And if we scroll down, we'll notice that we've got our brief and script right there. It updated. Claude was able to help me and do the work for me because I was lazy. If we jump in there and take a look, you'll notice that not only did I use AI to fix that code for me and quickly update the automation, but I actually used AI to generate this brief and script. And you can see that from the topic 3 tools to generate documents, I've got a whole research, brief, and script draft ready for me to jump in and start creating content. Now, of course, AI won't be the all-in-all solution. There will be instances when you have complex formulas, code, and scripts that AI simply just can't handle, and you'll need to do it manually. But it is incredibly reassuring knowing that you have someone or something on your team that you can rely on 24/7 to help you when you're in a spot of bother. If you've ever needed an HTML email signature, and I know you have, or a simple landing page or a formatted newsletter, you might have considered hiring a designer and then a developer. But now AI can generate clean HTML and CSS based on your design ideas. So simply asking ChatGPT to generate an HTML email signature with my name, my job title. You could include a company logo, some imagery, and social media links, but I'll just also include a dummy phone number. This will get me a response of, there we go. So I'll grab that. I'm just going to quickly jump into a platform so that we can run it and we can see it there. Now, I could directly ask the AI to change specific design elements like this here. If I jump back in, I could just say, hey, can you change it so that the is, and it quickly updates that. If I jump back out, of course, I need to stop that run and run it again. We can see that it's a mini designer working for me. But interestingly, what you can also do is, let's say you have a designer on your team, or you've just quickly created a design for yourself in Canva or another platform, which doesn't export HTML. Well, all you need to do is upload it to ChatGPT and ask for it to turn it into an HTML design. Then you can copy that and upload it to your Gmail signature or whatever platform you use. You can, of course, ask it to generate landing pages, audio players, really whatever you can build with HTML and CSS. And of course, ask it to troubleshoot your already pre-existing HTML and CSS. The key to all of this is just to start small. Start slowly integrating AI into your daily workflows. Find out what works and what doesn't. You'll be surprised at how much more productive and efficient you become. If you want more practical tips, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave in the comments below how helpful this video has been. If you need help automating or setting up parts of your business, then don't hesitate to reach out to us at automationhelpers.com. Our team of experts are offering a free 30-minute consultation, so book yours today.